Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Maria, and today I decided to take some time to share with you guys some of my best purchases of 2019. I'm going to actually have this broken down into like different categories, so if you guys wanted to just skip over to that category, I'll have that all linked down below. We're going to be going over skincare, makeup, and other miscellaneous things that I purchased in this year and have by far been some of the best things that I've purchased in the year so far. So if you guys were interested, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so we are going to get started first with skincare. One of the first purchases I wanted to mention was my moisturizer. I purchased the Clinique Moisture Surge, and I have to say this is by far like one of the best moisturizers I've ever used. I've tried so many moisturizers, but I feel like this moisturizer does a really good job at like hydrating my skin. You know, it doesn't just sit on the top layer of my skin. It actually goes really deep, and it really does feel like it's moisturized, and so my skin looks really like plumped and like really hydrated, and I love that, right? So yeah, that was for sure one of my best purchases of the year. So next, I also wanted to go ahead and mention my toner. I use the Pixi Glow Tonic, and honestly, out of all the products I've tried out this year, this product by far has made the biggest difference in my skin. I just noticed this glow. Get comments on like how I achieve like, you know, this glowy like skin. I will say it's probably because I've been using this toner. So another product that I also feel like made a really big difference is my sunscreen. Oh my god, I was really bad about this. I actually never wore sunscreen before. I wasn't up until I think the beginning of this year where I really took the time to look for a good sunscreen. There's a lot of sunscreens out there that just give you like this really weird like white overcast, and that's the reason why I just never wanted to wear it, because it just looked weird until I found the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. I just love how this just goes onto my skin very smooth, very even. It's an SPF of 40, and it doesn't leave me a white overcast. I will normally apply this underneath my makeup, or even just on a regular day I'll just go ahead and throw it on, and yeah, like I don't have to worry about looking like Casper the Ghost when I walk out the door. And so the next product I wanted to mention was my deodorant. I wanted to purchase, or not even purchase, I wanted to switch over to a like natural aluminum free deodorant, and the only one that I found that worked was the Kopari Deodorant. I've tried so many other deodorants, but this deodorant has been the only one that I feel like would actually like last, and it would actually stay put. With other deodorants, I felt like within an hour it would be gone, and then I would have to like constantly just reapply. And yeah, I think for sure I honestly, Kopari Deodorant, that is it. Alright guys, so now we're going to go over makeup. One of the first products I wanted to mention to you guys was my lipstick. As you guys know, I feel like 2019 was definitely Glossier's year, and so I purchased their Generation G lipstick, and I absolutely love this. I wear this all the time. It is super light, very buildable. So let's say if you're on the go, you could just quickly apply this, and yeah, there's no need for you to get a lip pencil or anything like that. So yeah, definitely one of my best purchases. And I also wanted to mention my primer. I purchased the Tatcha primer. I remember actually when Jeffree Star spoke about this primer, and I actually remember it being sold out everywhere. I was trying to get it on Sephora, and it was just gone for like weeks. I had to wait for the restock of it, and then I finally got my hands on it, got the travel size of it, and loved it. Honestly, by far one of the best primers I have used. I think it's definitely helped with like really keeping my makeup together, and yeah, that's definitely a really great purchase for me this year. I also wanted to mention my foundations. I actually purchased 2 foundations this year. I mixed the 2. So the first one is the Mcgrath Skin Fetish foundation. I just love how it's just a really light, buildable foundation, and when you combine it with the other foundation that I use, which is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, it really just balanced it out. Okay, I would put both of these together, and with the Giorgio Armani being more of a matte finish, I felt like when I would combine these 2 together, it would help bring this glow, but yet it would still keep it matte, if that makes sense. And again, like the foundations were really light, so you're actually able to like build on it without your skin looking cakey, which is really important for me because I don't like the look of cakey skin. So I do my absolute best to make sure that my skin looks as like natural and healthy as possible. And with that, I also purchased the Fenty Beauty highlighter and bronzer. I was really iffy about this brand as a whole, just because I do try to avoid brands that celebrities create, just because I feel like for the most part a lot of celebrities just kind of like put their name on a product, but like the product is like really like simple and basic. And you know, when I purchase anything that's going to go on my face, I want to make sure that it's not going to like break me out, and it's going to be out of good quality, So I bought the Fenty highlighter and the Fenty bronzer, which I actually have on now. I just feel like the highlighter gives me such a nice like subtle glow. It's not like really like too in your face, and I like that because it's just much more natural. And then the bronzer, I love how this bronzer doesn't have like an orange tint to it. I feel like a lot of bronzers make me look very like orange because of the orange hue that it has underneath. And yeah, I've had a really hard time looking for like a really nice like bronzer, but definitely the Fenty bronzer has been like one of my go-tos for this year. Alright, so I just want to quickly mention some other things that I purchased this year. The first one would be my Swell water bottle. I love how it just comes in like a variety of colors and patterns, and it also comes in different sizes. So I have the medium size one, but you could also get like the small or the large one, whichever you find is more convenient to you. I also like how this maintains the temperature of the liquid that you put in here. I know a lot of people who like to drink cold water, and for them, by the time it gets warm or it starts to get warm, they just don't want to drink it. And especially if you don't have access to fresh like cold water, you just don't drink your water. And I know for the year 2019, I made it one of my priorities to drink more water, and definitely having my Swell bottle has helped that a lot. Next, I wanted to go ahead and mention my electric water kettle. Honestly, this has been a huge lifesaver for me this year, just because it's just really simple and easy to use, and especially if you're a college student, I'd say this would be like the best thing that you could possibly get for yourself, especially if you're trying to get into drinking like lemon water in the mornings or doing teas. I just find that the electric kettle is just much more convenient to use as opposed to getting like a traditional like water kettle and putting it on the stove. I feel like the electric one, it's just better for you. Alright guys, so we have made it to the end of this video. These were my best purchases of 2019, so let me know if you guys enjoyed this or not. Also, feel free to go ahead and let me know what some of your best purchases were for this year. I'd be curious to know. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next year. Until next time guys, bye!